Hello there, welcome in another tutorial. So in this tutorial, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make doors in Unreal 4 using a blueprint. So here I open already a third-person template. As you can see, I didn't change nothing here. You can still move and so on. But I want to just bring some meshes like from here, which gonna represent the door. So what I gonna do, I gonna just put the rocks. Okay. And this middle rock will be our door. Just gonna move it nicely over here. So I'm gonna make the rock to move, and it's gonna unlock the path. Okay. So let's go to wireframe, and as you can see, our rocks are light green, like light blue, or how you gonna call it. So those are static meshes. It's represent this one is sec. It's a static mesh, and it cannot move. So what we need to do, we need to select this one, go to details panels over here, and change and transform from mobility from static to movable. What is gonna make? It's gonna become movable object, and it's gonna turn purple. So from light green to purple. So in wireframe we can see this, but in the lead mode nothing really happened. If we play, it's exactly the same. So let's go to our blueprint, and let's open level blueprint. Right now, what we need to do here is create the reference to an object, to basically to our mesh. And also, we'll create even begin play. So in the blueprint, let's right click and go to create and play. Here, even begin play. Let's cancel this. And also, we need to get reference of this object. So let's select this in the scene. Let's right click and add reference to the rock. So this one is our reference. So just to test this, let's right click on this and find actor in level. And you can see over here on the scene, it's getting us to this actor. So right now, what we need to do, we need to make it to move. To do that, we need to make transition from a point which is now to the point which is to consider wide open by us. So let's take output reference and let's type set actor. Which one is gonna be set actor location? So what we have here, we have set actor location function. what this is gonna do to us is just gonna change the location of our actor. So right now we can connect those two, and as you can see here, we have to put our new location. So to do that, like, we cannot really attach here nothing because we need to have. We're gonna go to lerp vector. Wow, basically, what this gonna do for us? This is point A, this is point B, and alpha. As you can see, well, this is just the function. It's gonna basically linear interpolate the vector. Just to quickly explain that vector, like explain vector. Vector is well, this one is actually vector 3. Is a geometric quantity which have magnitude, which is a length, and direction, and basically it's expressed, as you can see, x, y, z. Well, basically you can say it's a 3D point space which the values are split into orthogonal axes, and the linear interpolation is just basically straightforward. It's like straight line between 2 points. So what we're going to do is to move the object between those 2 points, which is A, which is point which is now, B, which is point which is gonna be open. Just to note that the vectors in blueprints are represented as yellow color and the floats as green. So, okay, so if we have this one, so return value, it's gonna be this one. And what we need to do now is just put our values. We have our mesh selected, and let's go to transform, and let's just copy those into here. Yep, and as you can see, I'm just gonna dock this one over here for now. And as you can see, well, you can do it in as you want, but I'm gonna use y-axis to move the move our doors. So over here you have that gizmo which represents which axis. So y is green, so this is y. So I'm gonna move on y, and it's gonna be 590. So I'm just gonna copy that, undo, and it's gonna go back, and I'm just gonna change y. This one gonna stay, and this one gonna stay. So I just gonna change y-axis. We don't need to make anything else. So when all the values are done, we need to change our alpha value, which is basically kind of a time, how it's gonna be progressed from 0 to 1. As you can see over here, there is some help with this. In UDK it was done by Botany, but in the Unreal 4 now we can simply use a timeline. So we're just gonna add the timeline over here, and we're just gonna connect event begin play to the timeline and over here. So basically at the beginning it's gonna launch the timeline and it's gonna constantly update this location, but still we don't have our alpha here. So what we need to do, we need to create an output from the timeline. So we're just gonna double click it. As you can see, I'm just gonna close it for now. I just double click this one, and we have a new window in a, well, so something similar with some buttons. So as you can see, it's like float, vector, track, and all this kind of stuff. So we're not interested about nothing else over here, just about float. So here we have our window, something similar like Matinee in UDK, which is basically easy. I'm just gonna make it. You can change the name. I'm gonna call it opening, and as you can see, the length is 5 seconds, and we have like red line over here. So in order to change our vector, like our float, we're just gonna make shift and left click, and as you can see over here, we have a point which can basically change the value. Over here you have two boxes which can help you be more precise. So over here I want to have 0, and over here I want to have 0 as well. And over here I want to make another point, which time gonna be 5 and value gonna be 1. So as you can see, we have our value which gonna change in time. Over 5 seconds it's gonna go from 0 to 1. Just to explain like a bit more this timeline, the dark gray is the area which we're not currently in use, we're not gonna be used, and light gray is the active area. So, well, over here in active area we just did that from time 0 to time 5. We're gonna change this value. That's everything what we need. So let's close that, and as you can see over here we have another output. So let's just connect this one to alpha, and our blueprint should work. So let's compile that and let's play. And as you can see over here, our doors are moving. It's showing here a bit error that we need to rebuild the light, but it's completely fine for now. Let's do it again. And you see over here, our door are moving. In order to manipulate this door, you just need to change the alpha over here, change the time to move faster, slower, and also change the directions over here. So that's basically it. That's everything what you need to have basic opening doors. So thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.